We offer one major at Trinity College. Students who complete our 4-year program earn a Bachelor of Arts degree in liberal arts. It is a liberal arts major, and many people don't really understand what that means or what it entails. So it might be helpful for me to explain a little bit. In the ancient world, the Greeks and the Romans, the liberal arts were the subjects that you studied if you were free. And what they meant by that was if you were free from the constraints of learning a specific trade. So in the ancient world, if you were studying to become a blacksmith or a carpenter or a farmer or something like that, you were devoted to that specific task and you didn't have the time to study literature or poetry or astronomy or any of those things. But if you were free from the constraints of learning a specific task and studying for a specific field, then what you studied were a group of topics known as the liberal arts. And in the ancient world, there were seven liberal arts. They were grouped into a group of three called the trivium and a group of four called the quadrivium. And those liberal arts were meant to prepare you for further learning. Students in the ancient world that mastered the liberal arts, they were prepared then to go on and learn almost anything they wanted to learn because if they had studied and mastered the liberal arts, then they had learned how to learn, learned how to think, learned how to communicate. They learned all the skills necessary for an intellectual life in the world rather than being strapped into one specific field. Now, if we bring that forward into the modern world, it actually works kind of similarly. There are many majors out there that prepare you for a specific field. So you might study anything from mechanical engineering to nursing or law and lots of things in between. And that's really, really valuable and really important. And honestly, I want the bridges that I'm driving over to be designed by somebody who has specific training in civil engineering. If I'm going to go to the hospital, I want the medical professionals there to have specific training in their field. That's all incredibly valuable. And for some people, that's just the right thing to do. But for others, a liberal arts degree is a really ideal major because it trains you to do a wide variety of things. It prepares you for a wide variety of future activities. And it does that in a couple different ways. A liberal arts degree prepares a student by teaching you how to read well, how to read widely and deeply and carefully, how to follow an argument, how to critique an argument, maybe even how to craft a counter argument. It also teaches students how to think clearly, how to synthesize thoughts across lots of different disciplines, maybe to read things in philosophy, in history, in literature, and pull those threads together and then express an idea that reflects all of those different fields in a compelling way, and then teaches students how to communicate in compelling ways, how to communicate powerfully and persuasively, whether that's with the written word or through speech. And so in a liberal arts education, like at Trinity College, we do lots of writing, lots of papers, lots of précis, and also speeches, things like that, as a way to learn the skills of communication. And all of that adds up to creating a student who, when he or she graduates, is prepared for a wide variety of different future opportunities because a liberal arts degree teaches a student how to learn. It creates a student who is very flexible, very adaptable intellectually. And in this kind of modern age, that is frankly very, very valuable. I like to tell students that a liberal arts education is designed to AI proof your future. And what I mean by that is that we live in an age, we don't know where AI is going. And there's many jobs that might be replaced by AI or significantly reduced by AI. And so many of the people who have been training for a specific task may find that their jobs are not in demand in the way that they thought they were going to be. But the beauty of a liberal arts education is it teaches a student, it prepares a student to be very nimble, very quick to learn, very agile in a rapidly changing workspace. And so it prepares a student to do lots of different kinds of things. And this is incredibly important because even before AI, depending on which study you read, there were estimates that most modern college graduates, people who have graduated in the last decade or in the next decade, would probably work in 3 to 4 different fields, not just different jobs, but completely different fields before they retire. So, learning an entirely new field is a big task. And that is something that a liberal arts education can prepare you very well for. And as Christians, we think, well, what better preparation for life in this world than to be prepared to think clearly and deeply and widely and well about all that God has made and everything that's going on in the world. And so our students and students who study a liberal arts education, they emerge from that degree ready to serve the Lord with their minds and with their hearts in lots of different possible outcomes. Now, if that's interesting to you or you have further questions about that, I would love to talk more with you about it. And so I regularly meet with students, parents, pastors over phone calls or Zoom to discuss what this might mean for you and for your future. There's also a lot more you can learn on our website, trinitycollegelou.com, or on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/at Trinity College Lou. So you can find a lot more information there. And if there's any ways that we can serve you, please reach out. We'd love to talk with you further. Thank you.